Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and biscuits. My name is Lazy Biscuit, host of the Lazy Biscuit YouTube channel, and Pokemon Direct. Before a Nintendo Direct, that's interesting. That's cool. I mean, I would have thought we would have gotten a Nintendo Direct this month, but instead we got a Pokemon one. That's fine. I mean, that's good. It's a Direct, so it's something to watch at least, yeah, and it was interesting, yeah, I want to talk about it. That's what this video is about, me talking about the Direct, mostly about the Sword and Shield DLC, like, oh, we're adding all this new stuff to Sword and Shield. I'll talk about, you know, the other stuff that kind of like slid in the fact. It's like, hey, we're remaking Mystery Dungeon. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's spend the rest of the 20 minutes talking about Sword and Shield. I know you guys like that, so yeah, I'm going to be talking about that. I will say though, I find it interesting that they were remaking Mystery Dungeon and they kind of slipped that in with like at the beginning. I would have thought there was something more at the end. It's like, okay, that's all, just kidding, we're remaking Mystery Dungeon. And then that gives me hopes that we're going to get a Sinnoh remake, because I really want a Sinnoh remake. Come on, please, Game Freak, just stop everything you're doing and give us Sinnoh remakes. I don't want to play Sword and Shield, just want Sinnoh remakes. Sinnoh, I want them now. I'm getting so flustered and angry, I can't even pronounce Sinnoh right, but without ado, let's go review that Direct. Come on, let's go review it together.
Like I said, I would have thought that the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons would have been more of a you know, after Direct release. I forgot what to say there, because that kind of feels like the bow to tie off all the Pokemon goodness they gave us, right? Because they stated it was going to be mostly Sword and Shield content, so it's like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You know, they're going to bring back Pokemon or whatever, right? And at the end, they could have pulled like a Sakurai, right? And be like, okay, that's it, bye-bye, see you later. It's like, poof! Just kidding, we're bringing back Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Thought it was over, but it wasn't. And I like it. I like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It was back when I was a kid. I'm really happy that they're remaking it. You know, I guess we hope that they're gonna probably remake other games, like I said, the Sinnoh remakes or a new Pokemon City or something. So that makes me happy. Now onto the main theme, where it's DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I knew they were gonna probably add back all those Pokemon. I guess not new. I was thinking that they would add them back. I just didn't know exactly how they were gonna add them back. Like, I didn't know if they were gonna do DLC like they did. Was it gonna be free, like a free update, or was it gonna be paid for? Are they just gonna release a third game? I didn't know, but I knew they were gonna bring them back. So it's like, okay, cool. They're making DLC. That makes sense. You're bringing back Pokemon, or they could be free from the get-go. I don't know. And this is the thing that I'm kind of like conflicted on, right? Because on the one hand, they're bringing back Pokemon, and with the DLC, it's not just, okay, here's a handful of Pokemon, that'll be $30, please, and nothing more than that. It's they're actually adding more stuff with it. Right, but on the other hand, $30 for just one of the DLCs. So it's not bundled together. The two DLCs are not bundled together. It's $30 separate for each of them. And I thought, ugh, boy, that's pretty pricey. But if they would release like a third game, it would have been like $60 or something. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. They're adding it. They add a third game. It's what they usually do, $60. So $30, that's not so bad. And on the other hand, it's like, oh, am I paying $30? Like for let's say for the first DLC, I paid $30, and I guess I should have said this first. I don't know how they're gonna handle the Pokemon situation, because I keep hearing people saying it's gonna be a free updates and whatnot, woo, right? But what I'm afraid of is that they're just gonna add us like little pinches, like little handfuls of Pokemon at a time to keep the game fresh, you know. Like it's like, oh, it's been like, you know, 6 months since the last update came out, and everyone's leaving, you know, everyone's playing Mario Kart 8, Splatoon 2, but guess what? We just added Metagross, and Salamence, and Garchomp and all these other cool Pokemon. Everyone's favorites are coming back, you know? But it's not like... It's only like 4 or 5 Pokemon added, right? But people were like, oh, yeah, cool. They're adding back my favorite Pokemon. They're probably going to start updating the game again. I'm going to go back and I'm going to start catching these Pokemon and trading and playing the game some more. Yeah. Or they're going to add new cosmetics or whatever, yeah. And then they just don't update it for like another 6 months. And then they continually add these little like pinchfuls of Pokemon. I hope they don't do that because that's a pretty bad idea. So I'm hoping... I don't know how they're going to do this, but with paying $30 upright for the DLC... I don't know. That's kind of what I'm focused on, really. I don't think the DLC is bad or anything. I will say that. I think, that's actually better. It basically is a third game without making a third game, you know? So, there's nothing wrong with it, honestly. In fact, I find it better. That way, it's digital, so I don't have to take so much shelf room. But... for the other things, I guess I should talk about the other things as well, instead of just saying, oh, I don't know how I feel about this DLC. I don't understand why one of the trainers, or tutors, or whatever he is, his name is Mustard? And out of anything you could have named him off of, you could have named him anything. You could have named him based off of some... famous Japanese teacher, right? Like some of the Pokemon are like, oh, they're references to Japanese culture, or references to something, right? But this man's name is just straight up Mustard. I'm like, why? Why is he named Mustard? Does he really like mustard? What's the point of his name being Mustard? Because that's something I would not expect in a Pokemon game. It's like, oh, I'm stuck in this, like, gym battle. This gym leader Mustard is really difficult, so... I found that weird. The Pokemon rivals are dopey, are just the dumbest looking things, and I mean that in a good way. They are just so goofy and stupid looking, and I love them. The poison-type person, where she's, like, wearing... poison type pants and it's kind of leaking down, and then there's just a psychic type Pokemon trainer guy who has like this giant top hat with Pokeballs swirling all around it, and his fashion is just all over the place and it's awful to look at. I love him already, and I want him to be my son. This is the best thing, and it's the worst thing. Almost is, but the Pokemon, the new Pokemon they introduced is also dumb. In a good way. It's the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen. This deer with the giant green tomato on its head. It's so absurd. And yet I want to capture it. They have me hooked on the DLC with just that Pokemon alone. They could have just showed a clip of that. It's like, hey, this is in the DLC. And it's like, I want that. I don't know what that is, but I want it. And I want it in my party. We know that they're bringing back Blastoise and Venusaur, and they're giving them not Mega Evolutions, Gigamaxing them, which is one thing I really didn't like, is they brought back Charizard. It's like, cool, but where's, Venusaur and Blastoise? Maybe Hop catches a Squirtle or a Bulbasaur or something, and he's like, hey, look, bro, I got a cool Pokemon like you. It's a Venusaur, it's a Blastoise, it's a whatever, right? But they didn't. So it's like, okay, cool. Just leave those guys to non-exist. Charizard for life, apparently. But I thought they're giving them Gigamax ones. That's good. I like that. That's real good. Even the starters are getting Gigamax forms. And I thought the evolutions were weird looking, and then they Gigamax the evolutions, and it's even weirder. And still, I am confused on everything. It's like, okay, I guess Grookey has a stick. He evolves into a giant monkey. He has this giant log in front of him with 2 giant sticks. Like, okay, cool. He's playing the drums. Scorbunny evolves into this soccer player. All right. Sabo, why? What is Inteleon now? I don't understand it. So it's like, okay, I guess I can kind of piece 2 and 2 together. And then there's Mega Gigamax things. It's like, okay, this makes no sense. This is stupid. I love it. I love Inteleon. It just has a sniper water gun. It's amazing. And Galarian Slowpoke. I love Slowpoke already. He's a... I'm sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. He's a dope. He's goofy. He's like, hey, Slowpoke. and I love him. And they gave him Galarian form where he's just yellow, and I was like, cool, I want that. I don't know why he's yellow, but his shiny form makes him all yellow, and he looks like a goof, and I want him. And it makes me think what the Gigamax form of Slow King or Slowbro is, right? And it makes me think, are they gonna make Galarian forms of other Pokemon as well? Like, is that what they're gonna do with some Pokemon? They're gonna substitute their original thing and give them a Galarian form? Like, are they gonna make a Galarian... I'm trying to pick a Pokemon off the top of my head. It's very difficult. Poliwhirl? Like, are they gonna make a Galarian Poliwrath instead of actual Poliwrath? Because I'd be fine with that, honestly. But, yeah, that's what I think of the Direct. You know, I think it's good. I think it was good. It was a Direct, so maybe more will be revealed with a Nintendo Direct. Who knows? You know, who knows? But that was my thoughts on the Pokemon Direct. What are your thoughts? Answer down in the comments below, and I'll see you, ladies and biscuits, in the next episode. Bye-bye, biscuits!